very good morning to all my lovely students. How are you all doing? I hope you all are well and good at your home and are preparing for your PT1 exams. Right? So my dear students, do you remember what we have done in our last class? We have done a revision of lesson number 1. Yes? So what was the name of the lesson number 1? My Dog Rex. Right? In there we have again revisited the class that we have done long back. So my dear students, coming back to today's class, we are going to revise the remaining chapters of our textbook along with the modules of our workbook. Right? So what is the syllabus of our PT1 exam? We are having 4 lessons from IMAX English textbook part 1. Right? And also 3 modules from IMAX workbook, English workbook part 1. Right? Okay. So what are the names of our chapter of IMAX English textbook part 1? First we have done the My Dog Rex. Lesson number 2 is the birthday surprise. The lesson number 3 here is the happy child, that is a poem. Right? And lesson number 4 is Jolly's shrinking globe. Got it? Okay. So my dear students, don't think that we have a very big or vast syllabus. Yes, what you have to do, as we are following the IMAX books, your all question will come from the book itself and the paper will be set by IMAX. Got it? So what you have to do, you have to read everything thoroughly till date what we have done. Okay, don't only read the question answers, you also have to go through each and every chapter. Read the chapter thoroughly and also just go through word meanings, right? Then also check the spellings properly. Fine. So in today's class, I'll also discuss about the question paper pattern, how it comes, how many blocks will be there, how many parts will be there. Right? So first let's see the pattern of our IMAX question paper. So my dear students, in our question paper there will be almost 5 or 6 parts. Okay, so in first part you may get the reading comprehension. Do you remember I have given you a class work to do in our last class? Yes. So we have there a reading comprehension where you have to, a picture will be given, you have to see that and you have to write down the answers from there. Okay, or a paragraph may be given of the chapter where you have to write down the answers of the question given there. Okay, the second is the literature writing where you have to write down the questions related to your literature part, that is from your textbook part 1, where you can find the true and false, then question answers, fill in the blanks. Okay, then the third portion you may get there is grammar. Okay, the grammar questions that you have in your workbook. Okay, all the questions may come from there. Fine. The fourth is the vocabulary. We have done a lot of vocabulary, yes, where we have learned about the names of colors, patterns, shapes, yes. So in this portion all sort of questions may come. Fine. Coming to the fifth is I write. Okay, where there you have to write, suppose we have done many I write sections from our workbook, right? For example, complete the sentences or words for pictures that may come in your I write section. Okay, and my dear students, there is also a surprise question which carries 5 marks. Okay, you have to do that. It's related to the book, only you have to answer that. So these were the patterns that may come in your question paper of IMAX. Okay, I'm just giving an example of it, but all the questions will come from your book itself. Got it? Okay, so moving towards the revision part. Now we have already revised our lesson number 1. We'll see what we had done in lesson number 2, 3 and 4 along with what were the portions that we have covered in our modules. Got it? So till now we have done 3 modules and we will be revisiting all those now. So in lesson number 2, what is the name of lesson number 2? The birthday surprise. So in lesson number 2, we have learned that birthdays are special for everyone. Yes, and we all love to get surprises. Yes, like in this chapter, Joya was very happy as it was her birthday and all her friends did wish her. Yes, but later on at the end of the day, she came to know that they have planned a very big surprise for her. They all her friends, they came to her home to give her a best surprise, right? So in here, who was the main character? It was Joya. Yes, and what color dress she wore for her birthday? It was a pink frock. Yes, and we also came to know that first she was very upset and later on she was very happy to see her friends when they gave her a big birthday surprise. Yes, in here we have learned that we need to wish everyone in their special occasions. Yes, and also we need to treat our friends very nicely as they are a part of our life. Got it? Okay, so come to lesson number 3 now. Lesson number 3 is a very beautiful poem. I hope you all like that. Yes, I myself liked it a lot. The name of the poem is The Happy Child. Yes, in here we came to know about a very happy child who was always happy. She was a very happy child, okay, and she was just happy with whatever she has with her, right? She never complained, although she was living in a very small house, but she was never sad with it. She enjoyed everything around her, the nature, everything, and she appreciated the nature a lot, right? So what she does, she is to just play with the nature. What she says, whenever all her play is done, she is to go to the tree, with the tree that she has in her compound, in her area, right? So what she does there, she sits there and take rest, and the tree shades her from the sun. Yes, when all her play is done. Got it? Are you able to recall it? Okay, so let's see the poem. Okay, I'll just read out. Just listen to it. My house is red, a little red house. A happy child am I. I laugh and play the whole day long. I hardly ever cry. I have a tree, a green tree, to shade me from the sun. And under it I often sit when all my play is done. Right? Do you remember the poem? It was a very lovely poem, right? Okay. Can you tell me now what is the color of the house? It is a red house. Yes. So she was staying in a red house. Can you also answer me, why does the child sit under the tree? The child sits under the tree to shade herself from the sun, right? Okay. You have to look also the new words and their meaning along with the question answers. Okay, so let's move to now lesson number 4. Can you remember what we have done in lesson number 4? Lesson number 4 was all about eating your favorite food, yes, but also maintaining a proper balanced diet, right? So the name of the chapter is Jolly's Shrinking Clothes. Yes, can you remember who is the main character of this chapter? It is Jolly. Yes. So what happens with Jolly? Jolly loves to eat cheese, and he eats the cheese all the 3 times. Yes, one for breakfast, lunch, and also for the dinner. Right? So what happens? His mama always complains, always tells him that Jolly, you need to eat a healthy food. Right? But Jolly never heard his mother, and he always ate the cheese for all the meal. Yes, so what happened later on? He was just playing, and one day what happened? All his buttons of the shirt, it got burst out. Yes, it got open, and he ran to his home. He directly went to his room and he just opened his wardrobe and checked all his clothes. He tries on all his clothes and found that all his clothes, what happened? They got shrunk. It became smaller. Yes, they do not fit him anymore. What did Jolly do? Jolly started crying. He was afraid. What had happened to me? Why my clothes are not fitting me? Right? So what happened? Then Jolly's mama came and she told that it happened because you don't eat any healthy food. You always eat the cheese for all the meal, and for that reason your clothes doesn't fit to you anymore. But if you start eating the healthy food again, all your clothes will fit you back. Yes, then what had happened? Jolly promised that, okay mama, I'm not going to eat any more cheese. Yes, I'll eat only the healthy food. And that night what had happened? Jolly ate rotis, carrots, peas and a banana for dinner. As he promised from that day, what he did? He ate only the healthy food, and soon all his clothes fitted him back again. Right? Yes, so from this chapter we learn that we need to have a very proper balanced diet. We need to eat all the nutrients that are needed for our body. Right? There are two types of food, healthy and unhealthy food. Yes, healthy foods are very good for our health. The same way unhealthy foods are not good for us. Yes, it may give us a lot of deficiencies. We may fall ill. We may need to go to a doctor if we continue eating all those things. Right? Okay, so can you answer me now? What does Jolly love to eat? Jolly loves to eat cheese. Right? In here we have got many new words. The first new word is cheese. Second is healthy, listen, buttons, burst, tries on, shrunk. Yes, so what you have to do, my dear students, again you have to read out all the question answers properly along with the chapter, and also you need to learn the new words and their meaning. Got it? Okay, now we'll see what we have in our 3 modules. Got it? Okay. So my dear students, what we have in module 1? In module 1 we have 4 sections, right? The first section is I listen, vocabulary, third is grammar, and the fourth is I write. Right? In vocabulary we have learned about the names of pictures. Yes, the pictures were shown there, and we have learned what were the pictures by filling the gaps. Can you remember that? Okay, secondly we have learned what are naming words in the grammar portion. Can you remember what were the naming words? In here we have learned about 2 naming words. First, let's see what are naming words. Yes, naming words are the names that we give to a person, place, animal or thing. Right? In here we have learned about common name and special name. Right? A common name is a general name that is used for naming a person, place, animal or thing. Common names begin with small letters like dog, yes, man, girl. Yes, these are the names that we give in general. Got it? So what are now special name? A special name is the name given to a special person, place, animal or thing. Special names always begin with a capital letter, right? For like your own name, yes. Like if I have to say Devraj, yes, New Delhi, Guwahati, Dairy Milk. Yes, do you remember I have given you in our this class what example? Example of chocolates. Yes, when we say chocolate, chocolate is a common name. But when we say Dairy Milk, we are talking about a particular special chocolate. Yes, so Dairy Milk is a special noun, whereas chocolate is a common noun, common name. Got it? Okay. So my dear students, come to module 2 now. So what we have, let's see. Okay. So in module 2 we have again here 4 sections. I listen, vocabulary, grammar and I write. In vocabulary part we have learned about the name of shapes and number names. Can you remember what we have done in this? We have learned about triangle, square, circle, rectangle. Yes, and also we have learned about the number names like 7, 16, 8, 20. Right? Okay. So moving towards the grammar portion. What we have in grammar portion? Here we have learned about capital letters, full stop and question mark. Yes, just now in module 1 we have checked that we always begin a letter, okay, a special name with capital letter, right? And also we know that when we start any sentence, the first letter of the sentence is capital letter, right? So let's see now what are capital letters, full stop and question mark in details. Capital letters. A sentence always starts with a capital letter, right? Special names always begin with capital letters. Always use a capital letter of the word I. Yes, we use always the letter I in capital letter. Can you remember that? For example, here, my pet cat and I went to Puri. So in this sentence, my M is the first letter of the sentence. Yes, so it's written in capital letter, right? As I told that I is the letter where it is always in capital letter where it may be in a sentence. And Puri, P-U-R-I, in here Puri is a special name. As we know, special names are always written in capital, right? Coming to full stop now. A sentence ends with a full stop. Yes, so whenever we have to end a sentence, we need to give a full stop when we are stating something or saying something. Yes, only in question sentences we give a question mark in the end, right? For example, my name is Bella. Yes, so I'm ending the sentence here with a full stop. I will play today. Full stop. Got it? Come to question mark now. A question mark is used at the end of all questions. When we end any question, we put there a question mark, right? For example, what is your name? I'm asking something. Yes, that is a question. So what I have done here, I have ended the sentence with a question mark at the end, right? Will you play today? I have ended here with a question mark as it is a question mark sentence. Got it, everyone? Okay, come to now question number. So my dear students, this was in your module 2. Yes, then you have many exercises in module 2. Please practice all the exercises properly. Okay, there are exercises like where you have to put question mark, then capital letters, yes, in your I write section, like rewrite the sentences by correctly adding capital letters, full stop and question mark. Yes, so what you have to do, you have to practice a lot all the exercises. Got it? Okay, moving to now module 3. Let's see what we have in there. In module 3, we have here 4 sections. First is I listen, yes, then vocabulary, third is grammar, and the fourth is I write. So in vocabulary, what we have learnt? In vocabulary, we have learnt about opposites and short colors and things. Yes, so what are opposites? Now, let's see, okay. So opposites are words that have completely different or reverse meaning, which are not same. Yes, for example, boy, girl. Yes, hard, soft, which are totally different, which are not same, are the opposites, right? Coming to grammar portion, what we have learned, my dear students, here we have learned about singular and plural nouns and how to convert a singular noun to plural noun. Yes, so first let's see what are the singular nouns. Okay, what are singular naming words? Singular naming words name a single person, place, animal or thing, like toy. Yes, plural naming words are name more than one person, place, animal or things. For example, toys. Yes, most naming words are made plural by adding only as to the end of the words. Like if I have to give here, toy is singular. Yes, how we have made that plural? By adding as to it. Toy, toys. Yes, and also we have learned that there are many words which are changed by adding their es. Let's see how we have to change them. Right? My dear students, all singular naming words cannot be changed by only adding s to it. Yes, there are certain rules to change the singular noun to the plural. Let's see now. We make plurals of word ending in o, s and x by adding es to the ends of the word. Just now as I said that we can't just change a singular naming word by only adding s. Okay, there are some rules where we have to add es to the words that ends with o, s and x. Example, tomato, tomato, right? So what we have added here? We have added here es as the last letter of the word ends with o. Yes, the other examples like potato, potatoes, bus, bus, bus. In here the last letter of the word is s. So as the rule says, we have to add here es. So bus became buses, gas, gases. The last letter of box is x. Again, as the rule says, we have to add here es. So it became now box, boxes, fox, foxes. Yes, can you recall what we have done in our classes of module 3? Okay, so what you have to do, you have to practice a lot how to change the singular naming word to plural naming words. Okay, my dear students, in IRED section of module 3 we have learned the wrong actions. Yes, in here we have learned that many wrong actions were done in the exercise 4, and we have to rectify those and we have to tell whether it's right or wrong. Can you remember? The question was, something wrong is taking place in each picture. Yes, say what is wrong in each picture. So while looking at picture, we have to just say that whether the action is good or bad. Yes, like the children are dashed on the road. So the correct answer of it is playing football. Yes, so what is it? It is correct or wrong? Is the action correct? No. Yes, playing in the road can never be a good option. Yes, we need to play at the playground or at a very safe place, but not in the where it is very busy. Yes, like especially on the roads. So roads are not the place to play. Got it? Coming to the second question, what is the action? Let's see. The people are dashed in the forest. Can you see the picture? By observing the picture we can say that cutting trees is not a good action. We need to plant tree, not cut. Yes, so people who are cutting trees there, it's not good. Right. The third picture tells us again the man is dashed in the river. So what he is doing, he is throwing garbage. Are rivers the correct place to throw the garbage? No. Garbage are to be thrown in the garbage bins. Yes, so this is not a good action. So again we have learned about words for picture in module 3, where we have seen pictures were given, names were given, and we have to make the correct sentences, right? Like after reading the picture's name and reading the question, we need to make a story here like we have made, right? Now what was the question here? Read the story and fill in the blanks. We got here a story of Goldilocks. Can you remember that? Okay, so my dear students, what you have to do, you have to practice a lot all the exercises that are done. Okay, so you don't think that okay ma'am we have lot of chapters in textbook. Yes, so we will be reading only that textbook. That is not okay. So what you have to do, you have to equally read the textbook and the workbook. Okay, many questions. It's not that only the questions will come from textbook. Workbook questions are also there, and it will come. Okay, so go through it very properly, read all the questions, practice all the questions, and also the chapter, so that when you read a chapter thoroughly, if any question comes from there, you can easily answer it. Got it? I hope you all are able to recall what we have done in our all the classes. Now only the thing you have to do is you have to practice a lot and prepare well for your PT1 exam. Got it? So my dear students, that's all for today. Okay, so it's time to wrap up now. Keep practicing. Stay safe. God bless you all. Thank you.